So I got something to say. And it's something I've been thinking about for a while, ever since I watched the recent documentary Quiet on Set, which recounts the backstage drama and not even drama, like abuse from Dan Schneider, who created a lot of Nickelodeon shows that a generation of children grew up on, myself included. Not I didn't have as much access to it as other people did because I didn't even get cable until I was like in high school. And but I was a big fan of a lot of those shows: Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious, Zoe 101. All of those shows, they were really good. But little did I know, and little did all of us know, that behind the scenes, Dan Schneider, the creator of all those shows, was making it a horrible environment for all of those kids. And I know other people had different experiences with him, and that's their experience. But a lot of them have nothing but horrible things to say about working for that man. And like, I was a PBS Kids boy, so I grew up on Dragon Tales, Arthur, Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, all those shows. And those were created by people who had an interest in children and making them feel connected, comfortable, and learn about the world around them and feel better about themselves. And really I credit those shows with the man I am today. Dan Schneider didn't have that interest. All he wanted to do was to fulfill his own sick, perversive desires, and there's no place for that in this industry or any industry. Like, I knew how awful he was for a very long time, but now that's finally coming into the limelight is just so gratifying for me, and I really hope that he faces justice. I don't think he will. I think he's still going to continue to weasel his way out of everything, but with any luck, he will, because he really did ruin a lot of our childhoods. He made a lot of our childhoods, but he ruined it, and I think he is responsible for why... He's responsible for the reason why a lot of people like have so bad memories of this industry and are afraid to continue in it or even go into it. And it's awful. It's awful. I just had to get that out. I've watched the documentary. I send all the love to everybody affected by him. A few in particular: Jeanette McCurdy, Alexa Nicholas, and Drake Bell. All three of you guys are people that I grew up watching, and I have very fond memories of watching you on TV, and you guys deserved so much better. But I know that you can continue on because you're survivors and you are willing to do whatever it takes to feel better about yourself and make a difference in the industry and help other people feel better. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to create content through my musicals that have the same message as people like Fred Rogers and Mark Brown, who created Arthur, who I now know, who's a friend of mine, and I feel so grateful to have gotten to know him. But all I have to say to Dan Schneider is absolutely nothing. And that's it. I have nothing to say to you. You're a sick individual.